All right, today we are going to crack open a piece of grammar that can seem a little intimidating at first, but trust me, it's actually one of the coolest storytelling tools you can have. I'm talking about the past perfect tense. So let's forget all the boring rules and think of this as your very own grammar time machine.
So just picture this for a second. You're telling a great story about something that happened yesterday. Seems simple enough, right? But what if you need to talk about two different things that happened, and the order is super important? Well, that's where things can get confusing and fast.
I mean, really think about it. When you've got two actions that both happened in the past, how do you make it absolutely crystal clear which one came first? You don't want the person listening to get all mixed up in your timeline. Luckily, English has a really slick solution for this. Take a look at these two sentences. The movie started, we arrived. Okay, so both are in the simple past tense. But which happened first? Did you get there just as the opening credits rolled? Did you miss the first 10 minutes? Or maybe you showed up early and had to wait. Just using the simple past leaves it totally ambiguous. We have no idea.
And this is where our grammar time machine kicks in. The past perfect tense is literally designed to solve this exact problem. It lets us be in a moment in the past and then jump back to talk about something that happened even earlier.
So here's the big idea. The past perfect isn't just about the past. It's about showing the relationship between two events in the past. You can think of it as the past before the past.
This timeline is a perfect way to visualize it. You've got one point in the past, let's call that we arrived. Well, the past perfect action is the one that happened even earlier on that same timeline. It's further back in time.
So let's fix our confusing sentence from before. If we say, the movie had started when we arrived, poof, the confusion is gone. It's now perfectly clear that the movie began first, and then, at a later point in the past, we showed up. We definitely missed the beginning. The story is precise now.
So now you see just how useful this is. And you know what the best part is? Building it is incredibly easy. Seriously, let's take a quick look at the formula.
Here's the whole recipe. It's just two parts. The little word had plus the past participle of your main verb, like worked, seen, or gone. So she had worked. And to make it negative, you just pop the word not right in the middle. She had not worked. That's it.
And of course, when we're actually speaking, we almost always use contractions to sound more natural. I had becomes I'd, and had not turns into hadn't. Using these is going to make your English sound so much more fluent.
Okay, theory is one thing, but the best way to really get this stuff to stick is to just do it. So let's try a few quick examples together to make sure this is locked in. All right, first one, we've got two past actions. They came home and Liza cooked dinner. The cooking obviously happened before they got home. So how would you fill in that blank? Go on, take a second.
You got it. She had already cooked dinner. The meal was completely finished before they even walked through the door. Perfect.
Okay, let's try a negative one now. The action of ordering, or in this case, not ordering, happened before the waiter served the food. So what's the right way to say this?
Exactly. We hadn't ordered it. The decision not to order came way before that dish ever showed up at our table. See how much clearer that makes the story?
All right, last one for a little practice round. Let's form a question. We want to ask if the homework was done before the trip to the movie started. How would you structure that question?
Nicely done. Had you finished? To make a question, you just flip the subject and had. It really is that straightforward.
Okay, now that you've totally got the past perfect, let's look at its very close cousin, the past perfect continuous. This is where we can add another layer of awesome detail to our stories. It doesn't just focus on a completed action, but on how long that action was going on. Just look at the difference here. On the left, had already bought tells us the action was finished. Bam, done. It's a single completed event. But look at the right side. He had been waiting. That emphasizes the duration. It tells a much richer story, right? You can almost feel how long that half hour felt to your friend.
So, look, if you only take one single thing away from all this, let it be this right here. The past perfect is your secret weapon for telling clear, interesting stories. It's your tool for talking about the past before the past.
Now that you have this powerful tool in your grammar toolbox, you can tell stories with so much more clarity, with more depth. So I'll just leave you with this one question. What story are you going to tell?